Hi there, this is Cassie, and these are the weekly tarot horoscopes for the week of May the 8th to May the 14th. If you want to check out last week's predictions, you can click on the link above, or if you want to find me for a personal tarot reading, you can find me on my psychic platform www.kassiekai.com, where you will get 3 free minutes with your subscription and extra free minutes every month. Don't forget to check out the card of the day with the general energy for the vibes of each day. And if you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video, as that will help me reach a bigger audience. But let's see what the energies of this week look like. For Aries, we had the 8 of Pentacles and now it's the Queen of Wands. The 8 of Pentacles suggests that last week you've made efforts to achieve a certain goal and you were busy with things that may have seemed slow or tedious. But what you did laid a strong foundation to build upon. And this week energies will be lighter and more fun, as with the Queen of Wands you may find yourself in the center of attention in your social, professional or love life. The Queen of Wands may be someone who's a fire sign or ascendant, an Aries, Leo or Sagittarius, and this person's positive energy will be contagious and will motivate and inspire you. In your love life, this will be a positive time, a time of connection, strong sexuality and generally good vibes. While in your professional life, the Queen of Wands indicates that you have a strong ally by your side, someone, possible a female, who's in a position of power, and one way or another they will help you to progress and advance. If you want to know how someone feels about you, they find you attractive, charming, and they are drawn to your magnetic energy. Also, since this is a high energy card, you will notice that someone becomes more active, they are taking more initiative, they are communicating more often than before, so if things have been slow, you can now expect there will be interesting developments. However, for some of you who are dealing with difficulties in a relationship, the Queen of Wands indicates someone who is feeling angry or frustrated. This anger may be directed towards someone else, not necessarily towards you, who is blocking their path or hindering their progress. However, even in these situations, the Queen of Wands suggests that the person has the strength and determination to overcome obstacles and move forward with their plans. For Taurus, we had the Hierophant and now the Judgment. The Hierophant you got last week indicates that something in your life became more serious or more official. Some of you may have decided to start a new course or study something new, as the Hierophant is also associated with education. Generally, the Hierophant indicates that you were following traditional methods and the trodden path. The Judgment you got this week represents a spiritual awakening, a moment of reckoning or a major transformation. You may be going through a period of reflection, reassessment or renewal in your life. You may be experiencing a deep sense of calling, purpose or spiritual connection. The energies of these two cards suggest that you are in a period of intense spiritual growth, and as they say, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. That's why this week you may find a mentor or a counselor or someone who will advise you on a matter that causes you some concern. So it's possible that a guide or a teacher will come into your life and they may cause you to question the conventional structures in your life and seek deeper meaning or deeper purpose. This week you may make a significant decision or a commitment based on your spiritual beliefs or values. If you want to know how someone feels about you, they are feeling the weight of their past actions and decisions and they may be seeking a fresh start or a new beginning. They don't want to repeat mistakes of the past, and that could make them act a little weird. However, this process of evaluation is ultimately positive and necessary for growth and development. As the Judgment is one of the karmic cards in tarot, it shows that in approximately 3 weeks from now, there will be an event that will have a special significance, and it may also have a karmic feel to it. For Gemini, we had the Two of Wands, and now it's the King of Wands. 2 fire cards for you, Gemini. The Two of Wands shows that last week there must have been some confusion or uncertainty around a certain matter, and you had to make a decision, but you did not know what the right decision would be. Although deep down you must have known what you wanted to do, there were other factors that influenced the situation and a decision wasn't made. But this week with the King of Wands, ready or not, you are going to take action and move in a certain direction. You will feel passionate and inspired, and someone who's a fire sign or ascendant, Aries, Leo or Sagittarius, will be by your side and will bring some positive energy into your life in the form of motivation or inspiration. At work, there might be someone who's helping and supporting you, someone who holds a position of power and is creative and innovative and has the ability to think outside the box. It will be good to have such an ally by your side, so make sure that you use this positive energy in the best possible way. If you want to know how someone feels about you, there is attraction, warm feelings, as Wands are fire cards, and this person wants to show you that they care about you, and they will do that by taking action, as that's the way of the King of Wands. Other kings, the King of Cups for instance, may express their feelings through words, but in the case of the King of Wands, it will be their actions that will show you they have feelings for you. Kings are the highest manifestation of their suit, and the suit of Wands represents actions we take to make things happen. That's why this will be a busy week with a lot of things to do. For Cancer, we had the Ten of Pentacles and now the Two of Pentacles. 2 Earth cards for you, Cancer. The Eight of Pentacles you got last week indicates that matters of wealth, legacy, and family matters must have been in your focus, and maybe you were also dealing with issues around stability and security or financial responsibilities. The Two of Pentacles this week shows that you will be trying to maintain a certain balance between 2 different aspects of your life, and that will require that you remain flexible and adaptable to change. Perhaps there are energies in your life that are in contrast, and you're trying to keep a balance between those conflicting energies, and this week you may find a way to do so, but that's a situation that cannot be sustained for a long time, and sooner or later you will have to make a decision and choose a direction. If you want to know how someone feels about you, their feelings at the moment are very up and down and never stable. They are also very conditional. One day they feel one way, the other day another way, depending on the situation and your interaction. And it may be a love-hate relationship going on at times, and it won't be easy for you to figure out where you stand with them. But that's probably because they too don't have an answer to give to that, and their attitude and behavior can be quite confusing. Astrologically, the Two of Pentacles is Jupiter in Capricorn, and you will find yourself having a rather conservative approach to finances and practical matters this week. However, Jupiter's expansive energy can sometimes clash with Capricorn's cautious nature, leading to a conflict between the desire for growth and the need for practicality. The strong days of this week seem to be Tuesday and Thursday. For Leo, we had the Ten of Pentacles and now the Two of Cups, 2 water cards for you, Leo. The Ten of Cups you got last week shows positive vibes around the relationship, so something good must have happened last week, or a relationship reached the culmination of some sort. Tens are the highest expression of their suit, and this 10 shows a lot of emotions that, depending on your situation, can be either positive or negative. This week, the Two of Cups signifies a deeper understanding of a situation or a growing relationship, and both cards are love and romance cards anyway, and they show positive developments around your personal relationships and around love. That doesn't mean that the Two of Cups cannot be positive in career. If your career is in your focus, the Two of Cups this week suggests there might be a partnership or a collaboration that will be very beneficial for you. If you want to know how someone feels, the Two of Cups shows mutual love and respect, a strong emotional connection, and a desire for a deeper level of intimacy. It also shows a sense of balance and harmony that this person feels when they are with you, and they are willing to compromise if needed and work with you for the benefit of the partnership. The Two of Cups is Venus in Cancer, which means that this week you will feel a strong desire for emotional security and intimacy in your relationships. You will be very sensitive to the feelings of others, and you will get intuitive impressions, and you may have a strong need to care for and protect those you love. The strong days of this week seem to be Friday and Tuesday. For Virgo, we had the World, and now it's the Four of Wands. Last week, you must have felt a sense of completion and achievement, so perhaps a long-term goal or a project came to a head and has been successfully completed. And on some level, you must have felt a sense of wholeness and unity and a feeling of being supported by the universe. The Four of Wands this week shows there will be a celebration or an acknowledgement that a task or a stage has been completed, and now you are taking a breather before the next stage begins. There's something you want to achieve, something you want to get, either in your personal or in your professional life, but there seem to be a lot of stages involved and a lot of things that can go right or wrong. So you need to be prepared for all those different energies that may come up and figure out solutions so that things go your way. If you want to know how someone feels about you, when they are with you, they feel a sense of stability and security, as well as a feeling of belonging and connection to you. There will be some positive moments with this person this week, and you will enjoy each other's company. The Four of Wands indicates that they want to have a stable connection with you, and for some of you this card shows that you will take your relationship to the next stage. Astrologically, the Four of Wands is Venus in Aries, and that means you will feel passionate and excited about your relationship, and you will also feel more assertive and confident in pursuing your desires and your passions in general. However, it may require a careful balance between the need for excitement and the need for stability in relationships. The strong days of this week are Tuesday and Friday. For Libra, we had the Devil and now the Seven of Pentacles. Perhaps last week you felt trapped in negative patterns, addictions, or behaviors that are holding you back from living up to your full potential. And there must have been a sense that your hands are tied on some level, and one way or another you felt trapped in a situation that you could not escape. The Seven of Pentacles means that this week you will work with patience and perseverance on something that you have already started a long time ago, but you may also be feeling frustrated or uncertain about the progress you have made so far, since you haven't really seen the results you were hoping for yet. You will probably have to take a step back and reevaluate your goals and priorities to ensure that you are on the right track. You may be tempted to take shortcuts or make compromises that go against your values or your long-term interests, but it is important to resist these temptations and instead focus on the hard work and perseverance needed to achieve your goals. If you want to know how someone feels about you, it's taking them a lot of time to develop feelings, either because the circumstances or timing does not allow it, or because they are wondering whether it will work and what they will get out of this. Their feelings are growing over time, but that's a growth that appears to be minimal in your eyes. Astrologically, the Seven of Pentacles is Saturn in Taurus, and that will create a tendency towards being overly cautious, resistant to change, and stubborn. You may struggle with taking risks or stepping out of your comfort zone, and you may be resistant to new ideas or new ways of doing things. You may also have a tendency towards being materialistic, and you may place too much value on possessions and wealth as a source of security. The strong days of this week are Saturday and Sunday. For Scorpio, we had the Fool, and now it's the Ten of Pentacles. The Fool is new beginnings, innocence, spontaneity, and a sense of adventure that you must have felt last week. Also, there must have been new energies in your life one way or another, and maybe an opportunity presented itself that required that you take risks. The Ten of Pentacles this week is about what makes you feel safe and secure, and you will make moves that take you in that direction, which means that you may decide to remove yourself or cut off people who are being unstable and inconsistent, causing instability and turmoil often. You will deal with family matters, and the community may play a significant role in your life this week. If you're wondering how someone feels about you, their feelings are growing and they have serious intentions with you. They're going to have a long-lasting relationship with you that will eventually lead to commitment. However, for some of you, the Ten of Pentacles indicates that commitments that you have or the person you are interested in has get in the way of your relationship. Maybe they are married or you are married, and there are many different people involved, which will make a situation quite complicated and challenging. Astrologically, the Ten of Pentacles is Mercury in Virgo. That will create a tendency towards perfectionism and overthinking. You may be highly critical of yourself and others, and you may struggle with making decisions or taking action without fully analyzing all the options. You may also have a tendency to be critical or nitpicking your communication style, which can create conflict in your communications and your relationships. The strong day of this week is Wednesday. For Sagittarius, we had the Judgment, and now it's the King of Pentacles. The Judgment represents a calling, and that could be a calling for a new life or just a reminder that you need to get something in order, especially with the King of Pentacles that you got this week, which puts emphasis and focus on your finances or on practical matters in your life that require some attention. The King of Pentacles can be someone who's an Earth Sun or Ascendant, Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn, someone who will be very supportive of you this week. For instance, it can be someone who holds a position of power at work, someone who will side with you in a way that will enhance your presence at work. Or it can be someone in your personal life with whom you are going to make plans for the near future. The King of Pentacles is the family man in tarot, and that's why he represents someone who has serious intentions, and if you want to know how they feel, they have solid and stable feelings that are growing stronger over time. For some of you, the King of Pentacles with the Judgment would be a resurrection of feelings, bringing back to life feelings one thought were gone, or using feelings one hasn't used in a long time. And that's because the Judgment often shows a rebirth, so you may find that someone who wasn't present or active under the energy of the King of Pentacles becomes more practical and more active. The King of Pentacles brings good news in career matters, so something at work may come to a successful completion, or there might be good news about your finances. Kings indicate that something comes to a head, so it's possible that a family, career or financial matter will somehow be completed this week or in the coming 2 weeks. For Capricorn, we got the Hanged Man, and now it's the Justice. The Hanged Man represents a sacrifice you had to make last week, or a pause that occurred in communications, or even something that felt stuck, stagnant, and energies were rather slow and passive. The Justice is a balancing energy, and that's why you will feel that this week balance will be restored in some way, depending on your situation, of course. If things have been slow last week, or if there was a break of sorts, this week you will notice that things are speeding up and developments will start happening again. You will experience more balance, fairness, but you will also have to face the consequences or the results of your actions. Legal matters or situations where a decision needs to be made should be based on objective reasoning and evidence. This card encourages us to take responsibility for our actions and to make decisions based on fairness and impartiality. If you want to know how someone feels about you, they are feeling a sense of detachment or objectivity in their emotions, and they may be approaching their emotions and your relationship by extension from a more rational and analytical perspective, rather than being driven purely by their feelings and emotions. Also, on some level, they may be holding themselves and others accountable for their actions, and may be seeking a fair and just resolution to any conflicts or issues that came up before. This week, one way or another, you will be forced to take responsibility for your choices, and since you are still under the energy of the Hanged Man too, you may have to surrender to the natural flow of life without pushing and forcing things to happen. The Justice is associated with Libra, and that's why it's possible that someone who's a Libra sun or ascendant will play a significant role in your life. And in 10 to 11 days from now, something will happen that will bring more harmony into your life. For Aquarius, we had the Eight of Cups, and now it's the Ace of Swords. The Eight of Cups you got last week shows that you must have felt the need to detach emotionally from something, either because of a desire to move on from a situation that was no longer satisfying and you are feeling unfulfilled, or because something else is calling you towards a different or better future. The Ace of Swords this week is a power card and shows that you are taking control of your life and you are making a new beginning. There will be a surge of mental clarity and insight, and you will have a new idea or opportunity that will bring a sense of direction to your life. A significant talk will happen this week, and you will receive news or a message that will clarify a situation that was confusing before. Under the energy of these two cards, you may find that you are in a period of transition and you are seeking a new path or direction in your life. The Ace of Swords brings mental clarity and a new perspective, while the Eight of Cups represents the willingness to let go of the past and move on to something new. If you want to know how someone feels about you, they feel the need to understand something about your relationship better, and that's especially true if there has been a misunderstanding between you or if things in your life are vague and uncertain. At the same time, they feel they can communicate with you clearly and honestly, and they will do that, and that can open up new possibilities and potential in your relationship. This week you will gain a new perspective or understanding that helps you to see a situation more clearly. You will feel confident and empowered as you move forward with new ideas and plans. The beginning of the week between Monday and Wednesday holds the strongest energy. For Pisces, we had the Ten of Wands and now it's the Fool. The Ten of Wands is associated with feelings of burden and overwhelm. That's why last week you must have felt like you've been weighted down by responsibilities. Perhaps you had too many things to do and you were struggling to manage all of your commitments and obligations. Maybe you felt that you were stuck in a cycle of work and responsibility and you were longing for a break. And that break is coming this week with the energy of the Fool that shows new beginnings and a sense of adventure that will make you feel more free. You will probably decide to take a risk this week or to take a leap of faith and embark on a new journey or experience. This week you are going to let go of some of the burdens that you are carrying and you will manage responsibilities and find ways to lighten the load. If you want to know how someone feels about you, they are very excited to have met you if that's a new relationship, and if it's an existing relationship, they are exploring some new ideas or possibilities that will make your relationship more fun. They are not ready for something serious at this stage, since the Fool indicates that someone is still exploring. However, since the Fool is also the card of potential, it opens many possibilities for change in the near future. However, there is also a need for caution and careful planning, because the Fool sometimes represents someone who's reckless or impulsive, and if that's the person you are interested in, it will be up to you to bring some discipline and organization in your relationship. So go ahead and have fun, but don't neglect your responsibilities and commitments. The strong days of this week are between Monday and Wednesday. So these were the weekly tarot horoscopes for the week of May the 8th to May the 14th. I hope you enjoyed them, and I will see you again next week. Have a great week.